Schedule a free design consultation, and the more you buy, the more you'll save on blinds, shades, shutters, and more from Budget Blinds. Visit budgetblinds.com today.
This is Newcap News with Bart Pediasic.
Good evening. What would it take to build a new curling facility in Lloydminster? That's one of the questions Councillor Chris McQuid put on Facebook this week in a post that compared Lloydminster's curling facility to those in cities in smaller populations. In his post, he mentions Moose Jaw's $61 million mosaic centre that was completed in 2011 and just hosted the Scotties. Closer to home, Wainwright, a town 5 times smaller than Lloyd, recently held the Boston Pizza Cup.
We had a capacity, I believe, of around close to 1,500 if we actually packed everything with the boxes that we put in and additional seating that was available.
Don Eisman says after playing host to the best male curlers in Alberta, the town is doing well.
Oh, I think the impact has got to be relatively good. I mean, you've got people coming down hotels to eat, to shop. I mean, they're doing things between games, and obviously it's got to generate some economic benefit.
Lloydminster's Golf and Curling Club has 8 sheets of curling ice, but lacks the seating capacity to host any major events, something Councillor Chris McQuid thinks benefit the city.
It's our needs, but the larger scale events have to be hosted in arenas, which would be kind of like our Civic Center, and that venue wouldn't be quite big enough to host something like that. So it's just if we wanted to look at hosting something like that in the future, we'd need a little bigger venue. And
for now, a new facility is purely hypothetical. Without private funding, would likely come with a steep tax increase. And we'd like to know your thoughts on this story. If you have an opinion, we'd like to hear from you. Let us know on our Newcap Facebook page at facebook.com/NewcapTelevision. The Lloydminster Outdoor Pool is set to open on time this year and for a lot less money than originally thought. This as City Council has awarded the tender for renovation to Edmonton-based Watson Pools.
They've done several tasks for us with our leisure pool and outdoor pool in the past.
Watson Pools was chosen out of 4 companies that applied for the renovation project. Originally, the city planned a budget of $350,000. Watson Pools proposed to do it for $305,000, $45,000 less.
As you do when you budget, you do an estimate, and you get what you think is in the ballpark, and it depends on what's happening in the labor market at that time, and perhaps things have changed, as we know they have, in both in Alberta and Saskatchewan, especially in the oil industry, and maybe that had some bearing, but I don't know that for sure.
The contract with the city stipulates that renovations for the pool will be complete by June 30th. The Buffalo Trail Public School System has approved changes to the current calendar guidelines. The board gathered input from more than 1,200 staff, students, and parents, making some changes to the current school calendar.
Trustees were getting a lot of feedback from parents about the start date. So when we started talking about that, we started talking about, well, let's look at the whole calendar and see how it fits in with us.
While the new guidelines will change the school's start date to after the September long weekend, they remain consistent with Alberta Education's required hours of instruction.
It has to fit within what Alberta Education sets down for us when we build a calendar. So it fits into that, but it also gives the flexibility for us to put some of our own flair into the calendar.
The new guidelines will be implemented at the beginning of the next school year. Not all of the leftover flowers from Valentine's Day are going to waste. Grower Direct is giving a bouquet of flowers in exchange for a $10 food or cash donation to the food bank. Although last week's leftover Valentine's flowers are gone, Kelly Lynn Joy, owner of the Grower Direct, is providing more to keep the donations going this week.
It's tough times right now, and I've been seeing on some of Facebook and some media that people are having a hard time with making ends meet, and one of the most important things you can do is feed your family.
With some of the bouquets worth almost $100, Joy says she is giving away around 1,500 flowers in total. So far, the flower shop has collected over $1,200 in cash and items for the food bank.
We see an average of 7 families a day, 5 days a week. So, and with the economy's slowing down, which means my numbers have gone up. Having Grow Direct do this right in the middle of February when nobody's really thinking about food bank donations, it's amazing and way creative.
You can donate in exchange for a bouquet until tomorrow. And now we have 2 new animals to feature in this week's Pet Project. Elaine is a 4-year-old Rottweiler Shepherd Cross, and Deja is an 8-month-old domestic short-haired cat. Here's Jackie Tyson from the SPCA.
Say hello to Elaine. Elaine is a 4-year-old Rottweiler Shepherd Cross. She is spayed, dewormed, and up to date on vaccinations. Elaine is a lovable girl who loves attention. She enjoys belly rubs and loves going for walks. She can be a bit nervous on a leash, but with treats and lots of patience, she'll pick it up in no time. Elaine can be a bit shy, so she'd prefer a home with older children. She would also prefer a home without other pets. If you think Elaine is the dog for you, come meet her today. This is Deja. Deja is an 8-month-old domestic shorthair. He's neutered, dewormed, and up to date on vaccinations. Deja is a friendly boy who loves to meet new people. He is very outgoing and loves to explore. When he's not exploring, Deja is perfectly happy to cuddle, especially if he's getting scratches. Deja is a loving boy and would be a perfect addition to any home. If you think Deja is the cat for you, come meet him today.